Hi everybody, 860 Cologne here with another fragrance review. This time I'm going to be looking at Polo Red Extreme. Now this was launched in 2017. I believe it's officially launching in March, and the nose behind it is Olivier Gillotin. Polo calls this fragrance an oriental gourmand with a supercharged rush of black coffee essence and warm ebony woods. I looked around for a more detailed note breakdown, and this is what I found. Not sure if I agree with all of these notes, but here it is. The top, we have blood orange, ginger, and pineapple. Not too sure about the ginger and pineapple, but it could be there. The mid notes of black coffee, saffron, and sage, and ending with the base note of black ebony wood. Now, Gillotin was also the nose behind Polo Red and Polo Red Intense, along with a few of the Ed Hardy fragrances, and also he did Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille and Tobacco Oud. Out of the bottle, it's a nice blast of warm fragrance coffee. What I mean by that is it doesn't quite smell like a cup of coffee or roasted coffee beans, but anyone familiar with cologne will recognize it as coffee. The blood orange adds a little bit of freshness to the background, and the ebony adds a nice bit of woodiness and warmth. Gillotin has been quoted in saying that he wanted the middle notes of Polo Extreme to not just be coffee, but Colombian coffee roasted in an Italian style, bitter and sweet at the same time. I think he succeeded at that. Overall, the fragrance is blended very nicely, nothing sticks out like a sore thumb, and the notes play well together. However, there is something very familiar about this fragrance. To me, this comes across as a modern version of Michael Jordan Legend or Rochas Man. And after I saw that Gillotin did Calvin Klein Reveal, I also see a few hints of that in this fragrance as well. Now, don't get me wrong, this is not an exact copy. These fragrances don't smell exactly alike. They just lend themselves to each other. And to me, the strongest resemblance is to the Michael Jordan Legend, but Polo Red Extreme comes across as a more mature version of Legend. Now, the Polo Red line has had its share of lovers and haters, and I can't say that any of these fragrances would be on my must-have list. But I will say they have been growing up with each flanker. In general, and I repeat, in general, the original Polo Red is a great fragrance for the high school crowd. Polo Red Intense grows up a little bit to the college years, and I think Polo Red Extreme does well for the graduate school person. Performance for Extreme is decent. For a fragrance that has the word extreme in it, I would expect a little more, but for the designer realm, it's pretty acceptable. Longevity is good to very good. I get at least 6 hours out of this. The projection is on the short side of good. It's not exactly a skin scent, but it's not going to pump off of your skin all that much either. However, as a designer fragrance with some bold notes, the performance is probably spot on. It's not going to clear a room at a dance or at a bar, but it should be enough to get you noticed for the people around you. Prices on this, it comes in 3 sizes. The 40 ml or 1.3 ounce is going to be $55, and the largest bottle is 125 4.2 ounce bottle for $95. There's also a 75 ml 2.5 ounce bottle, but I don't know the price on that one yet. It's a nice designer fragrance, and a more bold step in the Polo red line. I think it would have done better if it had been released in September, as I see it more as a colder weather fragrance. But we'll see how it performs in the warmer months, and it could be good year-round. It's a nice fragrance. It's not going to win many of the people that love niche fragrances over, but as a designer fragrance, I think it's a nice step in the right direction. Now, I believe this is the first YouTube review of this fragrance, and I want to emphasize that does not make it an exclusive. To all my review friends out there, just because you get the first review does not mean exclusive, unless you have the ability to stop other people from reviewing the fragrance. Just a little pet peeve of mine. Let me know what you think of this fragrance. If you've tried it already, how does it compare to how I've described it? If you can, please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.